Was it only
NDAs
unplugged?
in my life.
Okay.
Both of them were with Mr. Carter.
How you feel about Jaguar Wright lately?
It looked like she backpedaling. It looked like, Jay got some expensive lawyers. And believe me, one thing about people don't know about lawsuits are expensive. Jay just opened up the checkbook and was like, go get her. And now she's backpedaling. She's saying now that Jay didn't do these things to her.
Jay-Z wants me broken, stopped, or under his control. And it ain't gonna happen, Sean. I'm never gonna be under your control.
What people have heard me say a lot is, if I'm lying, sue me. Well, know what? Ain't nobody sue me. You cannot sue someone for telling the truth.
That we're gonna discuss here in a minute. He said he ain't talked to Jaguar, he don't know Jaguar, ain't seen Jaguar, wouldn't know if he saw her on the street. And he is not representing no Jaguar. Nobody's representing Jaguar. The only person that needs to represent Jaguar is a lawyer to get her committed and get a 5150 placed on her ass. That's the only thing that they need to.
Jaguar Wright is back in the headlines, and this time, the drama is messier than ever. If you've been following her roller coaster saga, you know she's spent years calling out Jay-Z, throwing out wild accusations of serious crimes, and claiming the music industry's biggest names are hiding dark secrets. But now, she's walking back some of her boldest claims, and fans are left scratching their heads. For years, Jaguar has been relentless in dragging Jay-Z's name through the mud. From accusing him of trying to end her life to blaming him for the death of her son, she's painted a damning picture of the music mogul. And let's not forget her claims that Jay-Z graped her, claims she's suddenly denying, despite there being multiple videos where she explicitly said it. So, what's really going on here? Is Jaguar backtracking because she's been lying all along?
My son died because he was my son.
He died because of
He
your
was targeted because he's my son. He was working on his EP. I bought Philadelphia for him so he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. He interned at Rock Nation. And they approached him to sacrifice me. I saw his death when he was 19. I moved us here to stop it, to prevent it, to avoid it. They take them anyway to show you what the harm is. Giovanni, his death is why I do what I do.
Or is this the result of Jay-Z's high-powered legal team putting the pressure on her? Either way, the internet has thoughts, and this story is just getting started. Let's break it down. Jaguar has built a reputation for being the music industry's whistleblower. She's called out everyone from Diddy to Alicia Keys.
Victims, potentially, do you think there could be?
Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim Ford?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest.
And her stories are as shocking as they are unverified. But her accusations against Jay-Z have always stood out. She's accused him of orchestrating her son's death, claiming he was targeted because of her.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about what's going on?
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she say. These are criminals. Diddy is a and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
My son died because of your saga, Jay-Z, she said in a tearful rant. They came for him because he was my son. Jaguar even alleged that her son was approached to sacrifice her in exchange for success, and when he refused, his life was tragically cut short. And it didn't stop there. Jaguar has claimed she personally knows victims of Jay-Z and Beyoncé, who are ready to come forward with their stories. During an interview on Piers Morgan Uncensored,
You know it's me. You're pathetic. And I just want to let you know this. That chopped and screwed bullshit just played, that Star edited up and doctored up from that live that I did with Essie Berry and Tiffany Haddish, you are now publishing a lie. You
No,
know,
I
when
just
Star,
chopped it to repeat
excuse
it
me,
where you said Sean
no, 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 no,
Carter.
no. You chopped and screwed it because everything that you just played wasn't in concession. It was not consecutive. Y'all took that and mixed it up and screwed it up. But that's okay, because the story that Star is trying to convince all of you to run with about me saying that Sean Carter did that to me, that wasn't Sean Carter. The man that did that to me, his name was Trevor Green. He was
But you
Jamaican.
said Sean
And he was
Carter in the
no,
video.
I did not. That was edited because you did not play the whole thing. Don't worry about it. Storm
I
sent me the clip himself. Storm sent me the clip himself.
So did Storm chop and screw it? Because it came from his channel.
Once again, I called Storm live. Maybe you should go over to my live and watch the live we just did where we addressed this in the
Well, I
live.
don't want you to strike me or I would.
You're gonna get struck for this anyway, because what you're doing is sharing disinformation. I'm glad you think it's funny.
No,
You
well,
realize?
how you
Do you
said
realize?
Big L
Do you
fucks better than
do
Sean
you
Carter.
realize?
How do you
Do you realize what
can you
y'all did
speak to what
tonight?
happened on my channel then? If
Do
you don't
you
want if you're
realize?
saying that was doctored,
Do you realize what you just did tonight? What you and Star and all of you lying weirdos just did tonight? To address
Jag,
that?
go are
No,
you
no,
saying
no.
it's AI?
To to address that? Are you kidding me? I had to go online live and give the true account of what actually happened to me, all that happened to me, and tell the person that actually wears the shame of that assault on my life. I had to become a CI. The man kidnapped me more than 4 times. His name was Trevor Green. And for you guys to try to take that and tie that to Sean Carter, to find a way to give him a reason to sue me for defamation is pathetic. But I just want you to know this. As a survivor, to force someone to have to tell those grueling details to disprove your lies only goes to prove what a piece of you actually are.
No, no,
I
no. This
will
is
be
what you said
suing
on
you.
Storm's channel. The,
I
I
will
can
be
play it
suing you.
directly from his
I
channel if you
will.
don't
No,
believe that came from
you
his
don't
channel.
have
But
to worry
you said
about
those
what you're
words,
playing.
Jack. Are you
I
going to
know the
stand up to
context.
Jay-Z? Are you ready to
I
sue him?
know. I know the
What he
context.
did to you was horrendous. Are you
I
ready to sue
know
him?
you don't know what he's done to me because I've never told anyone. The
But on
story
my
that I
channel,
shared,
you had
the
said that you
story
know that he's better than Big L. How do you know that?
once again, would you walk up to a stranger on the street and ask them that question?
No, this is in context to what you said
Once
on
again,
YouTube. No, I wouldn't ask because
would you
I
walk
wouldn't
up
just
to a
ask a random
stranger?
stranger. This is
Have
what you
you ever
said on those
have you
on
ever
Storm's
met me in
platform.
person?
You said it on my platform.
You're talking over me.
Yeah,
And now
I'm
you're
talking over you
disrespecting.
because you're
No,
trying to go in circles. And
I am not talking in circles. I'm talking straight. You have come up with 3 different topics, you idiot. Keep
let's
laughing,
not
you
call
big
names.
fat dummy.
Let's not call names,
You
Baldy.
guys are victim shaming. That's what you're doing. You're
No, we're
victim
not victim
shaming.
shaming. You said Jay-Z
You
did
are victim
unthinkable things
shaming.
to you.
I never said Sean Carter did that to me.
Well, guess what? The receipts are out there, and Jaguar did indeed say that Jay-Z victimized her.
See how good I keep secrets, Sean? And I'm gonna tell you something else, and I'll give you this one for free. Big L better than you do, Nick. I'd rather be with that dead man than ever be with you.
So how do you know how Jay-Z get down? You know that from experience, or?
Don't worry about that part. I'll tell it on the stand.
Oh, wow.
When he takes me to court for defamation of character, I'll tell him how well I know you, Sean.
So right there, she said she was willing to get sued. She said, when I go on the stand, I'll be I'll tell them everything I know. So now Jag is all of a sudden backtracking and she don't want to get sued. Now, I'm not saying that I want her to get sued, but again, she welcomed it, right, you guys? She welcomed getting sued.
She dropped bombshell after bombshell, accusing the Carters of engaging in unspeakable acts. I have 3 victims who are willing to testify, she claimed. They're a nasty little couple who do nasty things. Her words were so incendiary that Piers Morgan had to remove parts of the interview.
A lot of phone calls about, you need to look into what she's saying and things like that. And I know that the attorneys were wanting to speak to you, but I don't think that they knew how to get in touch with you exactly, or they had tried to. And I was just telling your producer, we received an email that everything was encrypted. They didn't say who they were, but they left this phone number.
Oh.
It was pretty informative and a little different than normal, and so I thought I would call, and I'm glad I did. So, would it be okay if one of our attorneys calls you?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, because the truth is, everything that's happening to your firm has been happening to my life for the past 15 years because of the Carters.
Right.
Yeah.
We are somewhat familiar with everything that you've said. I know you've been online a long time.
Yes.
Talking about all of this.
Yes,
So,
trying to gain awareness.
Go ahead, ma'am.
No, I said just trying to gain, give the public some awareness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, so would it be okay if an attorney reached out? And
Absolutely. We can talk on Monday. And you can just, it was lovely speaking with you.
It's very nice speaking to you, too.
Okay.
So Monday, you want us to call?
Yeah, it was a call back Monday.
How's the Tony Busby law firm?
After receiving a cease and desist letter from the Carters' legal team, Morgan even issued a public apology, calling Jaguar's claims false and baseless. But Jaguar wasn't deterred. Instead, she doubled down, claiming the Carters only went after Morgan and not her because they knew she was telling the truth. Beyoncé is losing followers every day, and she still hasn't said anything, Jaguar said in another interview. These are criminals, and the proof is out there. Her confidence seemed unshakable until recently.
I would like to start for what everybody knows is Jay-Z.
What about him?
Were you around him? In what capacity were you around him? Was it strictly? Was it only
NDAs
unplugged?
in my life.
Okay.
Both of them were with Mr. Carter. Ask me what you want to know, and I'll answer what I can.
Let's just start with the base level. Business, personal.
Both.
Both.
And spiritual.
And spiritual. Okay.
We believe in the same power. We don't believe in appropriating it the same way.
Can I ask you this? For you, did you find joy in the business or pleasure? And when you answer that, I'm gonna flip it on him. Do you feel he found joy in the business or pleasure part of that? Or spiritual?
He is the most shameful thing I've ever done. There is nothing that I experienced with that person that has not inspired shame except for Unplugged.
In a shocking twist, Jaguar is now denying some of her most serious accusations against Jay-Z. During a recent live stream, she claimed she never accused him of grape and blamed YouTubers for editing her statements to make it seem like she did. "You took my words and chopped them up," Jaguar said during a heated exchange with a content creator. "I never said Sean Carter did that to me. That's a lie." But here's the thing. The receipts are out there. In a previous live stream with Storm Monroe, Jaguar explicitly stated that Jay-Z had victimized her. "I'll tell the truth on the stand when he sues me for defamation," she said. So, why the sudden change of heart? Some fans believe Jay-Z's legal team finally came knocking. Others think Jaguar is scrambling because her stories are catching up with her. But the contradictions don't end there. Jaguar recently claimed to have had conversations with Tony Busby's law firm, the same firm representing victims in the Diddy case, and hinted they might work with her on a case against Jay-Z. However, Busby's firm quickly shut that down, releasing a statement saying they had no connection to Jaguar. In fact, they claimed she had reached out to them, not the other way around. Busby told TMZ, "There is no association between our firm and Jaguar Wright. The claims she's making are completely false." And yet Jaguar continues to spin her narrative. She's now saying she signed 2 NDAs with Jay-Z, which prevent her from talking about certain aspects of their relationship. But this raises even more questions. If she signed NDAs, why has she been so vocal for all these years? And if the NDAs exist, do they validate her claims? Jaguar's behavior has only added to the confusion. She's been lashing out at content creators, accusing them of spreading misinformation, while simultaneously doubling down on her more vague accusations. "It's spiritual," she said in a recent interview. "We believe in the same power, but we don't appropriate it the same way." When asked if her relationship with Jay-Z was professional or personal, she said, "Both, and spiritual." These cryptic responses have left fans more confused than ever. Is Jaguar telling the truth, or is she weaving a web of half-truths to stay relevant? Fans are divided. Some believe Jaguar is being silenced by powerful forces in the industry. Others think she's a habitual liar whose stories are finally unraveling. Jaguar's credibility is shot. One fan commented, "How can we believe anything she says when she keeps changing her story?" But not everyone is ready to write her off. "Just because she's messy doesn't mean she's lying," another fan argued. "Powerful people will do anything to protect their image." At the end of the day, Jaguar Wright's saga is as complex as it is messy. Whether she's telling the truth or spinning tales for clout, one thing is clear. This story is far from over. So what do you think? Is Jaguar backtracking because she's been lying, or is she being silenced by Jay-Z's legal team? And what's up with those NDAs? Do they prove anything, or are they just another layer of her chaotic narrative? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button. If you thought this was wild, wait until you see what we're diving into next. Stay tuned for more drama and updates.